Now, you've probably seen thousands of books on Amazon, but here's the secret. Many of them were created by people just like you with zero writing experience. And today I'm going to show you how I create books that I sell on Amazon using a software called BookBolt, step by step, even if you've never published before. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. So if this sounds like you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. First, let's talk about the platform we're using, Amazon KDP. KDP stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. It's Amazon's system that lets anyone upload books, and when customers buy, Amazon prints and ships the book for you. No warehouses, no inventory, just pure passive income. And the best part is you don't need to be an author. With low content books like journals, planners, and logbooks, you can publish dozens of books without writing a single chapter. Now, the tool that makes this entire process easier is called BookBolt. It handles everything from researching profitable niches to designing your interiors to optimizing your listing. So let's go step by step. So step one is going to be the research. Inside BookBolt, you can search for keywords and niches, and you'll be able to see competition scores, trending searches, and sales data. It's all designed to help you find book ideas that actually will sell. So where do you find this? So if you go over here to the left-hand side, you're going to come across all of these modules right here, these categories, and all of these are great in its own right. But for this tutorial, we really want to focus right here on keywords. So go ahead and click that. You can do a search right here. And this is where you can go ahead and make a search for any type of book that you want to make. So for example, if we want to do a word search, put that in, make that search, and BookBolt is going to come up with two areas right here. So the first section is going to be this left-hand side. This is Amazon's most trending keywords, and you're going to see there's pages and pages right here, 500 entries, and on the right-hand side, it's going to be Google's most trending. Now, Google's actually kind of cool because they have a competition score right here on the right-hand side. So what we can do is on Amazon most trending, we can go ahead and look through all of these. Now, typically, I like to look for an Amazon search volume of about 1,000 or less because I don't want to compete in an overly competitive niche. So I'm going to go through this and look to see if there are any keywords here that might fit that bill. So for example, right here, automotive word search, this one might work, 1,293. Likewise, we can do the same thing here on Google most trending. So BookBolt shows the Google search volume, also the cost per click, and the competition score, which is very handy. And if I go through the pages here, you can see Army word search. Here's automotive word search. That seems to work. Automotive word search right here. We see one right here, Bible word search, but it has a competition score of medium. Google search volume of 8,100 might be a little bit too competitive, but let me move myself away here. Let's go to the other side. But if we go page 4, I noticed this one right here, Catholic word search, 210 search volume. Competition score is a low. So I went ahead and made a search right here on the Amazon most trending for Catholic. And there it is, Catholic word search. Amazon search volume 1,960. So this one might actually have some potential here. Now, when you scroll down, you can also see the Amazon frequent keywords as well as the Google frequent keywords. And this is just another great way to find some more niches using BookBolt. Now, step 2 is going to be design. So now that we found our niche, BookBolt has a built-in designer. Here we can create our book interiors and covers with templates, fonts, and drag and drop elements. So for example, journals, fitness trackers, coloring books, you name it, you can build it here. So where do we go to find that? Well, under research right here, you can go ahead and click create and you can click BookBolt Studio. That's where we're going to go. Likewise, you can go ahead and click on this man on the top right corner. And once you click there, you can also access it right here, BookBolt Studio. Now it's time to create the book. So right here, project type, you have a whole bunch of options here. You could do your paperback book and you could choose to do just the interior, just the cover, or both the cover and the interior. Likewise, you can do the same for the hardcover versions. So for this tutorial, we're going to do the cover and the interior. Project name, just name it whatever you want that you'll remember. For this one, we're going to do our niche Catholic word search. And then the trim size here, bunch of trim sizes. This one, 8.5 by 11 inches. Interior paper type, you can choose all of these options. For this one, black and white interior with white paper is going to be the one that you want to choose. Now with the bleed and no bleed option, this book specifically, I'm not going to be using anything to the edges of the page. So I'm going to choose no bleed. If you're going to choose bleed, it's basically going to allow you to design to the edges of the page. Now for the page count, I'm just going to do 100 pages because I want to do 80 word searches. And then at the end, I want to put all of these solutions. So create project. Here is the cover. So the cover already has a template. Makes it easy for me and for you to go ahead and design. And we're going to get to this a little bit later, but I want to go ahead and create the actual word search. Now there's a bunch of modules right here. You have free drawing, elements, you can add text, you can upload elements and images into BookBolt, and a few other ones right here. But the one we want to focus on is this maze looking icon, which is where all the templates are. So once we click there, you're going to see all of these templates that you could possibly use to create all of your KDP books. These are all low content books. I mean, look at it. It never ends. You literally can just go and pick one and start creating your book. Now that's going to take way too much time to show you each and every individual template here. And keep in mind, there are free ones here. There are ones that are included in the Pro only, but you can make a search for your interior right here, but I actually know where it is. And it's going to be specifically this one right here. Now look at all the word search templates. You have your standard one right here. You have a number search. You have a license plate search. And then you have your custom word search along with your custom number search and your custom license plate search. So a lot of options here, a lot of ways to build books, but we're going to go and choose the standard one. Now all you have to do is click all the pages that you want the word searches to be. And so for this one, I want it from page 1 all the way to page 80. Now continue to options. And this is where we can customize the word search. Now, right here, we can choose how many words per puzzle. You can choose up to 40 and as low as 1, but we're going to go ahead and do 10. So that means there's going to be 10 words per puzzle. You can choose diagonal words or reverse words. Now reverse words, that's a little bit more advanced, but I'm going to unclick that. I'm going to keep diagonal words. And then for the puzzle, how many puzzles per page? I just want one puzzle per page. And then I want to align that puzzle in the middle. Now here you can change the letter font and kind of just make it a little bit more better looking, but I'm going to keep everything the same right here just so you can see what it looks like standard. The letter color is black, letter case, no change. All of this is the same. Now the clues, you can choose no clues, you can choose columns, or you can choose lines, but I'm going to do columns here. And the next question is how many columns? So for this one, I want 3 separate columns. And then you have a few more options here. Words sort, I'm going to leave that to no. Text align, we'll do left. Keep the font the same. Letter case, no change. Now for the solutions, we're going to go ahead and manually select the solution pages, or you can go ahead and do after all puzzle pages. So let's go ahead and click that. Solutions per page, I want 4 solutions, and then keep everything else here the same. Like I said, you can go ahead and play around with this setting right here to make it look a little bit better, but I just want to show you what the standard word search looks like and how easy it is to actually get this started. Now on the clues, I actually don't want to add clues for the solutions, so I'm going to delete that. And then the title, I'm going to go ahead and choose no title because I want to title it myself. Now this is the area right here. We have to upload a CSV file. And this is what the example looks like. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are 10 words per puzzle followed by a space, and then the next 10 words followed by a space for basically how many puzzles you're going to have. So for us, we're going to have 80 puzzles or 80 word searches. So we're going to have 80 sets of 10 words. So here's my list of all my words. These are for 80 puzzles. As you can see, it's quite a long list, but it's not really that hard to put together. So once you have this, make sure that save your file. So now I've uploaded the CSV file. Now what we can do is we can preview this and you can see what the word search looks like. So if we go ahead and continue to solution pages, now we have all the puzzles here filled out, and this is where all the solutions are going to go. Hit submit. And as you can see, here are all the word searches. When we get to page 81, this is where all the solutions are. So now all we have to do is just do the finishing touches. So what I like to do is I like to go back to the puzzle, and I'm going to make this a little bit smaller and put it right here because I want to put a title here. So go over here to text box, add a heading, and this one is going to be called Core Faith Words. Just make it a little bit smaller here. Put it in the middle. We can change the font like that, Core Faith Words, make it a little bit bigger. We can actually make this a little bit bigger. And then if we go all the way to the solution pages, so page 81, this is going to be the first one right here. So we want to put Core Faith Words here as well. So go ahead and add a heading, Core Faith Words. Just resize that and just put that right there. What you can also do is you can do this where you can do page 1 and then go back to page 1 up here. Then here you can add another text and you can do solution page 81 and you can put it right here. You can do light that, make it italic, and then just do it with all of these puzzles. This will be probably the one thing that will make you stand out from your competitors because this is where you get to make it original. You get to add your own touch on it. And if you wanted to, you could add shapes. For example, you could look for, and you can go ahead and put this over here to kind of make it look a little bit better. Likewise, you can go here and look through Pixabay or Unsplash. And if there's something here that you like, you can go ahead and put that in as well. Now we get to the cover portion. And this is actually more simple than you think it is. All we're gonna do, I'm gonna zoom in here for you, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab a shape. I'm just gonna do a square, and I'm going to put it here on the corner, and I'm gonna just put it right over the corner here, just so for sure it's blacked out. And then what I wanna do is I want to go ahead and drag this all the way down here. Pull this down here. I'm just gonna move this over here because what I want to do is I want to just hide this line. You see there's two dashed lines right here. I wanna go ahead and just hide this line ever so slightly, just like that, maybe a little bit more. Just like that, now it's completely hidden. And that's gonna be the back cover. We can change the color to any color that we want, which we can probably make it purple here. And now for the front cover. So I actually uploaded an image that I wanna use for the cover. It's right here, so let's put it on the page. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and stretch it out here. You can go over, stretch it out like that. Now you wanna click on the back cover, right click, bring to front. That'll clean this area up right here. Now go to text, add a heading. And for this one, we're just gonna put in Catholic word search, and then change the font. Let's go look for a good font here. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. I'm gonna remove this one here. And we're gonna move this one like that. Go ahead and place this here in the middle. Same with this one, and then change the color. So I'm gonna go white. We can also add a text effect to kind of make it pop out a little bit more. So we can add a border here, and let's go and make it black, and let's make it thicker. Same with this one. Let's add a border. Go ahead and make it black. Okay. And now a good idea is to actually put one of your word search pages right here on the front. So I've actually already downloaded one of them, and go back here. Let's upload that image. Let's just use this one right here, and let's put it in. So this is the Sacraments one. Just make it smaller like that. We can move this up a little bit, get some more space. Now on the back cover, you want to add a few images of the interior. So what you want to do is you want to download a couple of these pages. You can do that by going to File and Export to PNG. And back onto the cover, we can go ahead and just click on the library right here, upload those images, and then go ahead and select all of them. We're going to resize them right here so we can fit them all right here. And then just rearrange them. So you can do it however you want. Some people do this up and down thing like this, totally okay. What I like to do is I just like to keep it clean. So I'm just gonna put it like this and just make it a little bit bigger like that. Put it right there in the middle. And now you have your book cover completed. And so now what we wanna do is we wanna download all of this because it's ready to be uploaded. So what we're gonna do is go to download here, and you want to download the current project as a CMYK. This is the best for professional printing. Once your book is ready, it's time to publish. Inside Amazon KDP, you'll upload your manuscript file and cover. With BookBolt, you can also generate keyword-rich titles and descriptions to make your book easier to find. Fill out your category, set your price, and that's it. When someone buys your book, Amazon prints and ships it directly to the customer, and you collect royalties. Now we're gonna go upload this book. So in your dashboard, you're gonna choose paperback. And then for the book title, this is the Catholic word search. Whatever book title you have right here has to show up on your book's cover or the spine. And I'm just gonna keep it just like that. Now in the subtitle is where you can add all of those targeted keywords. So back here on BookBolt, I went again and searched for some keywords. And we're gonna scour some of this from Amazon and Google. And I just typed in Bible word search. And so it's showing me what shows up for this term. And if we just look through, for example, Google, we can see Bible characters, word search, Bible names, even Bible. I'm just looking for keywords that I can enter into my subtitle. And right here under frequent keywords, we could add the word puzzle, we could add the word Bible, we could add the word devotional, adults. So this is a great way to find these keywords. And we're gonna go ahead and go with the subtitle, Faith-Based Bible Activity Book for Christian Kids, Adults, and Seniors. Now here on the author, you can put your first name, your last name. I typically always use pen names, so they're gonna be random names. So for this one, let's just do Jeff Set Life like that. And then for the description, now there's a certain format that I like to use, which looks a little something like this. I like to have a short description on the first part. So this one says the Catholic word search book is filled with faith-based fun, 100 inspiring puzzles, 800 carefully chosen words that reflect Catholic life, traditions, and teachings, designed for relaxation, reflection, and a little change. Great for all ages. And then what makes this book special? So basically the book details. Let's go ahead and shorten that up there. Popular 8.5 by 11 inch size, 100 Catholic themed puzzles. This is good for the customer to know what's inside the book. 800 faith-filled words, large print, and then great as gifts. A meaningful way to engage your mind and grow in faith, one word at a time. And then at the very end, you could just do something like buy this book now, but I did happy solving and God bless, because I think it fits the theme of this book. Now for the publishing rights, I own the copyright, primary audience, no here, reading age, optional. And then this one, large print book or low content book, neither of those. Now we're gonna choose the categories. Now BookBolt also has a category feature. So if we just go ahead and do word search that, we can look through here. And so we have humor, entertainment, or we can go through reference. So we do reference, words, language, grammar, and reference. We could do humor, entertainment, word search. Now these are the categories that I chose. So humor, entertainment, humor, reference, words, language, and grammar, crafts, hobbies, home, crafts and hobbies, activity books. Actually, we could go ahead and make a better selection here. Religion and spirituality, Christian books and Bibles, Catholicism, self-help. Save those categories. And then here in the keywords, this is where we can go back to BookBolt and just add those keywords in here. So for example, puzzle, him, her, dad, mom, father, mother, these kind of keywords, that's gonna go in here. It just helps expose your book a little bit more. You do Christmas, holiday, Easter, you could do church, pastor. Now for the publication date, we're gonna choose publication date and release date are the same and release my book for sale now. And it's gonna take up to 72 hours to go live. It could take longer than that, especially during Q4 season, so keep that in mind. Save and continue. Now here you want to assign a free KDP ISBN. And for your print options, make sure it matches what you used in BookBolt. So this is black and white interior with white paper. This one is 8.5 by 11 inches, no bleed. And then you can choose a matte finish or a glossy. It really depends on the type of book you're making. For this one specifically, I think I'm gonna go with a glossy cover. Now the upload manuscript, this is the interior. So go ahead and choose that one from the download file from BookBolt. So it's right here. Let's go ahead and open that. While that's uploading, you can go ahead and upload the book cover as well. So here, choose this option because we already created one. Upload your cover file, and that's gonna be this one right here. And let that upload there as well. and then we're going to go here to AI generated content. Now, we did not use any AI generated content, so I'm going to click no, but if you did, go ahead and click yes and do all this that you need to. Now, launch previewer. Now with the print previewer, you're going to want to check this left-hand side box, the quality check box. If there's any issues with your book cover and your interior, it's going to show up right here, but we don't see any issues here. And there are no red triangles anywhere that we can see here. So everything seems to be good. We can go through the pages here. So here's the first one right there. And then the second one, everything is within these margins. And once you've looked through your book, you can go ahead and approve this. And then we get to the last step, which is to actually price the book. Now, I typically will not put my price lower than $9.99 because of the new price changes and the royalty rates that Amazon has implemented. So as you can see, $9.99 is going to produce a royalty of $3.15. And you want expanded distribution, go ahead and check that. And once you put that price in here, it's going to populate the equivalent price in all the other marketplaces. Now, all you need to do is click right here to publish your paperback book. And in about 72 hours, your book will be available for purchase on Amazon. So how much can you actually make? Well, on average, a low content book might earn you a few dollars per sale. But imagine having 50, 100, or even 500 books published. That's where passive income starts to snowball. There are real examples of KDP sellers generating hundreds, even thousands of dollars per month simply by scaling with these types of books. If we take a look at this book, this is a Bible word search, and we can see it's priced at $10.99. Look at that rating right here, 5.0 out of 5.0, 96%, a 5-star. Now, if we go and look through here, you can see very similar type of book to what we made. It's a little bit more pretty, but that's something that you could do with BookBolt as well if you take a little bit more time, but very standard type of word search. Now, if we go ahead and look at the bestsellers rank, this one specifically currently ranked at 44,771. Now, if we use this website and put in that BSR 44471 and calculate the sales, we're going to get sales per month of 102. So if we go ahead and put that in the calculator, 102, multiply that by the number that we're going to get here on KDP's printing cost and royalty calculator. So this one's going to be 8.5 by 11 inches. It's a paperback, black and white interior with white paper. And then the page count for this is going to be 105. And the price is $10.99. So when we submit that, we can see under the Amazon.com marketplace right here, the estimated royalty is going to be $3.75. So if we go ahead and put that into the calculator, $3.75, we can see that this book is making about $382 per month in estimated royalties. And that's really just the tip of the iceberg. There are many other instances where books are making thousands per month. Now here's the best part. If you want to try BookBolt for yourself, you can grab a free 3-day trial to test it out. If you want to unlock the full version, use my code JeffsAtLife20 at checkout for a 20% lifetime discount. This means you'll save every single month forever. And remember, BookBolt gives you everything you need in one tool: research, design, and listing optimization. So let's recap. The process is simple: research, design, publish. With BookBolt, it makes it easy to go from idea to published book in just a few clicks. If you're ready to start your Amazon KDP journey, click the link in the description, grab your free trial, and don't forget to use the code JeffsAtLife20 to lock in your lifetime discount. This is one of the best ways to start building passive income online without inventory, without shipping, and without dealing with customers. If this video helped you see what's possible, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.